Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to run you through a quick rundown of how to fit the coil conversion kit. We've got a bare subframe that's been blasted and painted, and I've done a bit of cheating because prior to it going to blasting and painting, I've pre-drilled some of the holes that you have to do when you're fitting the kit, and I've also welded on some captive nuts at the top. So unless you've got your subframe out of the car, then just ignore those little cheats I've done. The first thing to do is to get the turret from the kit, which is like this one, and put it in position so it's right up where that plate is hitting the top of the subframe there, where the old Hydragas was. Put the two bottom screws in because they've already got captive nuts on them, and that will hold it in that position. You then need to put two top screws and nuts in. Again, I've cheated a bit and welded a nut on the back, so that locates them. Make sure you just tighten those up, obviously. I don't need to because I've already pre-drilled and welded some nuts on the back there. This hole here, you have to drill right through the subframe at the top. So once you've done that and drill these two holes, there is a spacer tube like this that fits up the back and is located and held in place with some M10 by 16 screws, so you can fasten it in there and fasten it in at the back. So just going back, I'll take this one off because I pre-fitted the one that's going to go on this car. So once you've drilled all those holes, just make sure you're rust proof around them, and then you can fit the turret back in position. So there's these 6 on the front. And the M10 with 16 in the back. So that's all. That's not fully tightened. We just sort of nipped. Set these 6 to the correct torque settings that's in the instructions. So just for speed, I'll just nip those up, but in your case you'll be wanting to tighten them all up. That's the one at the back being tightened up. So once that's in and you're happy with that, the next job is to fit the top arm. Now these come with seals already in. these two seals are the ones that are off the existing arm, so just slide those on. And this is the hole that you have to put oil in. But when you put oil in there, just make sure you don't overfill it. It only comes up halfway. Now, to fit this, this is the arm that would have come out of the vehicle. In this case, we've actually fitted a camber adjusting kit to this car. Although this has got a camber adjustment here, we've gone a bit belt and braces and fitted another kit on to make sure we've got an adjustment in it. So the first thing to do would be to put this taper washer, which goes at the back. I'm going to try and slide that and hold it with the seal. Like that. Hopefully that'll just hold it in place. Oh, no it doesn't. Maybe a bit of grease would be useful for that. And then on the front we use slide the pivot in. There is just a line in that back washer. Back to you, towards you. But still back towards you. Let's use that M12. Yeah. Tap tap. Right. Lift it. Right, straight in there. Yeah, moving. So that's carefully. You can knock that straight into as far as it will go. Stop it dropping out. You can just put the nut on temporarily so it's not floating them out. And then we use the 3mm washer, which goes in, and then the slotted washer, which I previously marked at the bottom, so the slot is horizontal. That's lined up. We will then coat this with some locking agent, such as Loctite, and then we'd use the punch. Use a punch to punch it there once it's in line, once it's horizontal. Punch it there and there on the joint to stop it, just to stake it in position. I'll skip doing that because time is of the essence, as I say. This is the plate that goes back on. It is two Allen key. Yeah. Right. So I've run this to maximum adjustment up to there, so that's maximum torque, and then this is washer, and that can go on. And then we'll just tighten that up, stop it moving. There's another new nut. There it is. We usually use new Nylox, which are supplied in the camber kit and also with the coil conversion kit. All that's fully back, press it in. What we're going to do with this is just nip it. and that will normally be torqued to get 74 Newton meters, and that will allow the arm to be nice and free. If you're having a little issue with the arm fouling the subframe here, just panel this back so that it misses it. Right. Next stage is to fit the actual coil spring and shock absorber assembly. And what we normally do with that, if you want the adjuster at the back, you can do that, or you can put it in the other way. So that's actually facing forward. And what I normally do is just shove that right down past the hole setting, and then align the top. And we can just take the compression off the spring a bit, and it should go in a lot easier actually. Okay, so just take the compression off the spring, and that will go in very easily. We put the 3 screws in loosely at the top. And then what I would do next is to, so this actually has to be loose enough so it can come up, travel upwards. Next stage is to align the bottom. Let's get that. Align the bottom bolt. Make sure that's still flattened off. Should just take this, take those off. Just binding a bit on that top screw. That's it. Blue marking on the spring means it's a front spring. Red marking is a rear spring. Okay, let's tap through. Washer on that side. This is the flange nylock on this side, and then we can just adjust this. There's the top antenna. Oh, here it is. Sorry, got it. Should be another one. Okay. Just pull it round. Yep. And you can either set this down by having it as high as possible, gives you more adjustment on the shock absorber. Very important this, we don't tighten it fully up. It's just loose, yeah, until the vehicle is on the ground. Otherwise it will alter the compression rate of the assembly. Next thing is to just knit this up. So now this washer either side of this shock absorber, so just make sure they're in. Okay, and that, as I say, is the adjustment. Sorry, the fitting. The only other thing that's necessary to do is when you're fitting the top arm to the top ball joint. This is a sliding boss, and we use shims like this to adjust it. These shims go in here. There's 8 in each arm. And that gives your maximum negative camber. If you want to adjust the camber to more positive, take those out and put them in the back. There's a camber lock plate on here. These 2 screws. That fits over the top ball joint, and there's a lock tab, and these are holds it in place. So you adjust the camber backwards and forwards to get in the right place using these shims, and then this is locked down, and these are tabbed over once you're happy with the camber settings. Adjust the shock absorber settings here. Positive, the shock absorbers come at 0, so normally I would suggest you set the fronts at +5, that's 5 clicks, and maybe the back about +8, but to suit yourself. And then once the car is on the ground, you can adjust the height using this turnbuckle. And that's about it, folks.